Pregame.com.
Vegas Runner here with Brian Leonard, breaking down some more college basketball for Saturday. I'm excited. We're doing videos again, me and you. It's been a while. It's been since football season. Super Bowl week, UFC is in town. Just a great time to be a sports bettor. This is a big game in the Big Ten. Ohio State, Wisconsin. Doesn't get any bigger for either school. This is my best bet for this week, besides what I'm going to give you for the Super Bowl props. I like Wisconsin. I'm hoping Ohio State comes out as a road favorite and I could get some points with Wisconsin, but I'm willing to lay a couple with this team at home. I liked what I saw against Penn State for this game because they were definitely looking ahead to Ohio State. That's why I leaned to Penn State the other night against Wisconsin, because I'm going to tell you this. Last year at Wisconsin, Ohio State went in there and absolutely embarrassed them on their home court. They beat them 93-65, embarrassing Wisconsin, who you know takes pride playing at home, by almost 30. They were definitely looking ahead to this game. I don't see any reason why I won't take Wisconsin against this overrated Ohio State team. I'm going to tell you why I think they're overrated. Okay, they deserve that poll ranking. Don't get me wrong. They deserve to be at the top. But until they can show me they could get it done on the road where they're only 3-3 and in big games, and more importantly, stay healthy, this isn't a team I want to be betting any futures on. Because without, Jared Sullinger, who you don't know if he's going to be healthy a couple months down the road, this team just isn't the same. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with Sullinger. He's the key cog there. I do have somewhat of a different angle at it. I take a look at how teams have done against the top 25 RPI. Both of them are in the top 25 right now.
Right.
Wisconsin's 2-4 straight up. Ohio State's 4-2. In Ohio State, they've had 3 losses on the year, and they have been on the road, but they've been to Kansas,
right,
Indiana, Illinois. That was back when Indiana was playing really well. When they played Illinois, I don't believe Sullinger played in that game, off the top of my head. So, I think Ohio State deserves their ranking. My problem is Wisconsin, to me, has been a little bit of a disappointment. Now, you did hit on a key point, is what happened last time they played in this building. Wisconsin had beaten them the prior 9 straight times before that game. So it's a team that knows that they can win against this team at home, and they've got embarrassing home court revenge. I give you all the credit in the world for that, because that makes a lot of sense to me. My only problem with Wisconsin is I just don't think they played very well this year. They're starting to come on now.
And how they match up.
Maybe I expected too much out of Wisconsin. I love teams that play great defense, play to their strengths, slow down the way they play the ball. I think they're ranked 345th in possessions per game. I expect this to be a very low-scoring game. You got 2 of the most efficient defenses in all of basketball.
Number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, it's just amazing how good these teams are defensively. My only concern is we've seen Ohio State. They can put points on the board. Can Wisconsin put points on the board? I mean, when they beat UNLV at home, they had to have Brush, I believe his name was, the hot guard. He hits 8 threes. I don't think he's hit 8 threes the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to really get hot in that situation. I'm just concerned they're not going to put enough points on the board. I kind of like the under in this game, to be honest with you.
I don't think you're right as far as the under, and I think you'll get some value because it is Super Bowl weekend. We touched on it in the previous video. A lot of recreational bettors out looking for action. We'll see some lines affected because of that, especially on marquee games like this one. So we should see a higher total, because when a recreational bettor who isn't involved in college basketball see a total of 110, their first inclination is to go over. So I think we'll see a higher number than what it would have been if this was posted during football season, when the season first started, or even a couple weeks in. My total in this game is right around 109, 110. I don't think it comes out that low because of the recreational bettors that
I was expecting
come
anything
into
in
the
20s.
Yeah,
20 or less, I'll be on the under. If it comes out 110, I'm going to probably.
And it won't. That's what I expect it to come out 117, 118, and I think your under has a ton of value. What I like about Wisconsin in this spot, honestly, and I worry about their scoring because they're 246th in points per game. Mm-hmm. You can't score against them, but they don't score a lot. And if they were able to put up points, this team would be extremely dangerous. But I think that 3-game losing streak that they had a while back knocked them off the radar. And they're now become an undervalued team. For a while, they were the hot team. You know, everyone was saying Wisconsin, Wisconsin, Wisconsin. They lose 3 straight games. All of a sudden, no one's really talking about Wisconsin. You know, they're 7-3 in conference. They lost to Michigan State, who's also 7-3, and Ohio State's above them both at 7-2. So now all of a sudden they're mixed in there and not getting much attention. And I think this is the kind of game that's going to tell us a lot about this Wisconsin team, if they are for real. Personally, I think they are. I think their defense is just amazing. And because they're playing on their own home court, I think they'll be able to dictate the tempo. I think that's going to be key because, like you said, they're 345th as far as possessions, tempo goes. Ohio State's 67th. They like to run a little bit more. I think Wisconsin has what it takes at home to really dictate the tempo and not need to put up 65 points to beat Ohio State, because I think they could keep Ohio State in the 50s. So because of that, I got to lean Wisconsin. Again, that losing the cover against Penn State the other night was huge as far as where this line's going to be. Because if they would have blown out Penn State and came in hot, then I think we wouldn't be getting the value we're going to get come Saturday. I really think Ohio State comes in with an inflated number. Taylor, Evans, Gasser gets their revenge, wins the game. What do you think?
Got no problem with it.
No problem with it? No pizza? Not telling? Nah,
No.
All right. So as long as Brian doesn't say Ohio State, I'm going to have to go ahead, give it the stamp. Wisconsin and under is the way to play this game. On Saturday, we'll be back. Got one NBA game to cover. Then Super Bowl prop time.